Mr. Speaker, the world is no stranger to the CCP's aggression. As they increase hostilities against Taiwan and other allies in the region, it is abundantly clear that the CCP seeks to dominate the Indo-Pacific and beyond. Just look at their military activities around Taiwan, their harassment of the Philippine ships in the South China Sea, and their support for Russia's war of aggression in Ukraine. The CCP's long history of subjugation extends beyond Asia. The CCP has a long and violent record of oppression against the people of Tibet. In October of 1950, Chinese communist troops annexed Tibet, slaughtering tens of thousands of innocent Tibetans and monks. The CCP's ongoing oppression of the people of Tibet ultimately forced the Dalai Lama to flee to India. This persecution has continued to this day. In November, the CCP released a white paper on its policies in Tibet. In this document, the party doubled down on its oppression and crackdown on religious and economic freedom of Tibetans. Some of the actions taken by the CCP include setting up boarding schools to re-educate, quote unquote, Tibetan children, clamping down on the use of Tibetan language, restricting movement of Tibetans, and even attempting to insert themselves into the succession of the Dalai Lama himself. This white paper demonstrates the need for this bill, and I'm proud to have co-introduced this with Representative McGovern. The promoting a resolution to the Tibet-China Dispute Act helps Tibetans in several ways. It pushes back against CCP propaganda about the history of Tibet. The United States has never accepted that Tibet was part of China since ancient times, as the CCP falsely claims. This legislation clarifies U.S. policy and highlights the unique language, religion, and culture of the Tibetan people. It directs U.S. diplomacy to push back against CCP propaganda. In addition, it ensures Tibetans have a say in their own future. This bill stresses the need for a dialogue between the CCP and other democratically elected leaders of Tibet. Any resolution must include the wishes and voice of the Tibetan people. Tibetans are a democracy-loving people who wish to practice their religion freely and have their own wishes and desires acknowledged. I'm proud to have played a small part in supporting this dream for the Tibetan people. I want to thank Senators Merkley and Young, who passed this bill unanimously through the Senate. And I encourage all my colleagues to push back against the CCP's oppression of the Tibetan people and vote in favor of this bill.